Hey Siri, look up Jaclyn Cosmetics.
One option is Chanel Boutique on North Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today, you might be thinking, is she missing highlight? And you are correct. So today, we are going to review the Jaclyn Hill highlighters. And boy, am I so excited. So Jaclyn is someone who I have watched for forever. And yes, her first launch was unfortunate. And no, I did not buy the lipsticks. So please feel free to watch people like, what's her name? Raw Beauty Christy and people like that who did buy them and go in depth and do explain a little bit more about what happened with that if you're interested. But my view, to keep it short and sweet, is that I believe people live and they learn. So I am ready to bust open these highlights and let's get into the nitty gritty. All right, I have pulled my phone out so I make sure I know pricings and all of that fun jazz. So my experience on the website was that it's probably 17 minutes into the launch, all of the individuals of the highlights ended up selling out. So what I did was I bought all of the sets. So I do have each brush and then I have one color of each of the highlights. So I was super excited that I got my hands on these. So I'm gonna start out with the, what do we call this? Mood Light Duo Luminous Powder Set. So this one comes with the glowy translucent powder. And it also, just to show you kind of what it looks like in the box, I'll put it back in there. So I opened it up and it's right here. We've got the loose powder and I got it in the color Brighten Up. And then you pull it out of the box here, the brush. So J01. And I'm gonna go ahead and open this guy up real quick. And so it comes in this cute little sleeve. I thought it would be really interesting, obviously, because everyone we've seen has been pulling it out of PR packages. So being able to see what it looks like for the customer is really awesome. And this is probably the brush I'm most excited about because it's definitely a size that I use a lot. So it has a little sleeve. So let's pull this off. Come on, I don't want to pull. Am I just the silliest person? I think so. Okay, that was wrong. So definitely pull up on that so you don't mess up the bristles. Ooh. Okay, so it does have a really cute faded, like from glitter down to clear handle, and then a really cute loose, soft brush. Okay, cool. You know, I mean, yes, it's made of plastic, so it is a little bit lighter, but I'm down for this. So now that we've got the J01 brush opened, let's open up the powder. Now this guy is the one that I'm probably the most excited about because I have always loved watching Jaclyn use the, what is it? The Lancome translucent powder that has that glow to it. So let me just show you what this looks like. So we've got here the Brighten Up translucent glow powder and it looks like this and it's so pretty. It's got a little bit of weight to it. So then you've got the sifter here and it's got this really nice soft matte coating on it. So I'm just gonna take off the sifter little sticker guy. All right. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go right in. Let's do it. I'm just the most excited. So I kind of want to see how much the sifter brings out. So, I mean, it controls it really well. It's got a great size sifter. I know sometimes that can be disappointing. So we'll see how this color works. I hope it works. Let's see. I'm just gonna kind of go for it. So normally I use a translucent powder that is a little bit lighter than this, but unfortunately when it came to grabbing it, it was kind of hard to get. But it still looks good. It's not like changing the color of my foundation or anything, but I was really excited about these products because I'm very dry and I use highlights to help conceal some of that dryness. But I mean, I like it. It seems to be something that will give you light and is good for dry skin. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's light, pretty. Yeah. I mean, it does what it says. So I'm curious to see just on my hand what this looks like. Oh yeah, so it's super soft. I don't know how much you can see here, but yeah, it's not bad. Okay, so yes, this is exactly what you want. If you're gonna use this as an all-over face powder, it's just hard sometimes with all these lights to really get an idea, but you don't want it to be too shiny for all over the face. So I'm kind of digging it. And especially because someone who, again, is dry, being able to use something that has glow to it all over the face, but a very soft glow, is a good tool to have. And secretly, this idea is what I pretty much do with my ambient lighting powders from Hourglass. So, not too bad. Okay, so let's open up the next set. So I think I want to go to the palette next. So this is the Accent Light Duo. Now, comes in this pretty package. And then I also really love how clean and sleek her packaging is. This is definitely feels like Jaclyn Hill. And of course, had to go with the theme with all the silver and white. So again, they're kind of the same concept where you pull it out of here. And then we have the beautiful palette. And it's really heavy. Like, it feels really good, at least in the packaging. So, here we go. You're looking, so it comes with a little sleeve, and it says, "You're looking at an original. Our Accent Light Highlighters are made using a proprietary filling process that creates unique, one-of-a-kind patterns in every pan. This is no ordinary highlight palette. It's a work of art." So I love that this almost looks like a crystal. And I see myself in the back of it. So this is the Flash palette. And here it is. Ooh, ah. Okay. Look at that. That is just too pretty. Ooh, which one do I want to go into first? Okay, we also need to get out the brush. So this is the JO2. So again, pulls out of here. The packaging, again, I really do love it. Feels like a Jaclyn Hill touch throughout. And I do really like these inserts. I love that it's not just loose. It comes in a little sleeve like this. And being consistent, they have these guys here. The same wrapping. So you've got the plastic shielding it, and then let's learn from my mistake. Lift it up. I mean, it's nice that they are protected, I guess. Yeah. And I don't know if I I don't know if I mentioned this before, but they are synthetic. And I actually prefer synthetic brushes. We don't need to use animal hair if we don't have to. So, which one do we go into first? So, let's see. I'm gonna start out. Oh gosh. Ow, ow, ow. So the names are actually on the palette, which is fantastic. So I'm gonna start out with Gleam up here at the top. So they are pretty. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, all right. Oopsies. Yeah. I love this. So something that I like in highlights is that when you're facing forward, you don't see the cast of the highlight. Now, it's okay if it's already a little shiny, but when you see a darker shade, that is a no bueno. And I like this a lot. Ooh. Uh-huh. So I'm gonna take Gleam up through the temples here. Okay, yep. These are my kind of highlights. And I'm just tapping really lightly. I'm not doing anything crazy. Now, I don't know if you can see this. No, I guess not. It does, when you hit it, it does fly off the brush. So, you know, it does mean that this is a very thin powder. So I think I want to go into Iced next on this side. Oh yeah. That's pretty. A little bit more subtle. It's not as icy. So that color's beautiful. Definitely more suited for my skin tone. But I love that there's a lighter option because sometimes you just want to go all out. So let's try Sparks. I'm gonna put this one on my nose, and this one's got a little bit more of a gold undertone. Also, this brush is fantastic. And the brush for the loose powder was fantastic. Because you can get right here and be really precise. And this gold color is pretty too. It's just the right gold. Like, a lot of times, gold powders can be too much. It's just like, ah, that's gold. But this is really pretty. And what I love too is that it's not accentuating texture too much. Just gives you that glisten. Okay. So with Mesmerized, I think I'm gonna top this over my blush. Just to see what happens. Because I love blush toppers. That's pretty. So I tapped into Mesmerized and Iced, so these two here. And I'm gonna put them on my chin here. Let's see. I mean, look at that. And what's really cool is that the loose powder layers really well with this. So could you imagine having something like this powder here, the Brighten Up powder, be super highlighty and then also have the highlighting palette? That'd be just too much. So thus far, I'm here for it. Okay, so let's open the next set. Now, this set is the, and the price for the, I'll put prices in later. So I'm gonna do the Beaming Light Duo. Now this one is the extremely bright loose powder. And my body's so ready. So again, just like the other loose powder, comes up at the top. Again, loving the consistency with packaging. So you're not surprised, which you are surprised because the product's great, but anyway, you know what I mean. There's just consistency. It feels like the brand is a brand. All right. Here's what the Weeda box looks like. I got High Volt. So let's see what that color looks like. So I got a little thing here. And even down to the little details of like this being cut out here, that little triangle. Let's see if you can see it. See, little triangle. And then in the sleeves of the other things, Like all of them have the triangles. Let me see. Is there anything that I can show you? So, no, I can't. Anyway, it's just like the little details of being able to have the V of this and then the V of that. It just feels like it goes together. Anyway, I'm just being a nerd with packaging. Okay, so same thing. It's just a smaller size of the loose powder. I also need to go through and pull this guy out of here. And with these crazy long nails, this is fun. All right, and then the brush J03, which is this cute little fan brush that we've all, everybody's been kind of back and forth on whether or not they like it, and I'm excited to see if I do. Same thing, you got a sleeve. And then, again, packaging the same. The brushes are nice and safe. And then going through and pulling this out. Aha. Just be careful when doing that though. All right. Now, the color I got in this guide, if I've already said it, I apologize, is High Volt. And I did end up getting something just a wee bit darker than what I wanted, but that's okay. All right. Ooh, I like that color. So this one's a little bit, obviously a little bit warmer than that highlight. But the places I wanted to put this is right here. Ooh, ooh, ah. Oh yes. I mean, this is what I wanted. This is what I expected, because a loose highlight is going to be extremely pigmented. Now let's see up here. Do you see it? Woo! Hello. There she is. Uh-huh. I want to see if I can get into that inner corner of these big old lashes. We might find ourselves in a world of hurt. I mean, I love it. Yeah, and this inner corner highlight's really pretty. I mean, do you see this? Can you see that brow bone highlight? Okay, let me finish this in the corner. Oh yeah. Yep, guys. I mean, I'm here for it. Yeah. Good. All right, so what I want to do is I want to insert some swatches, put some pricings up, and show you just in general what the products that I got look like. Do I have a favorite? Not really. I've probably, out of all of them, the palette is definitely one that I'm very excited about. But all of the formulas are different, and they're actually obviously made for different people and what your preferences are on highlights. Now, if you're someone who absolutely despises any type of glow, but you do want a little bit of something, especially if you're oily. A lot of people, they are terrified of highlights when they're oily because by the end of the day, you end up with double the glow. I think that the LUMINOUS powder would actually be a great option for you because you get a little bit of glow all over the face, and obviously you can mattify in areas that you need, but I think that for oily skin, this is probably your best bet. Now, if you're someone who loves the glow and you want the option of being able to go from natural to high beam, I think that for everyone, the palette you can use. I don't think that there is not one person that could not get use out of this. Wait, what? What I'm trying to say is that I think that this palette is beautiful. Now, do I think that it looks like something that Becca might have done? Do I think that it might look like a little bit of what Hourglass has done? Maybe, but I still think that it stands out. It is different, but nonetheless, I think that it's unique. Palette, yes. Now, the people who need like to be seen from the moon with highlight, boom. This little guy here, the, what's it called? Yeah. The loose highlighting powder is your go-to, so grab it. Now, for the oily people who are terrified of shine, don't get it. But the people who are dry like me and want to really get that nice ping of light, this guy is your best friend. So to answer the question, is Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics Highlighter Collection worth the money? It is. So please, if you have any interest in anything that I showed you today, go pick it up. Again, I did tag prices and I did go through and explain which type of skin should use which. So go get it, tag me in your looks, let me see what you got or what I inspired you to get, and enjoy highlighting, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if this video earned your subscription, maybe even a like, thank you so much and welcome to the team. And please sound off in the comments below. Did you like this review? Is there anything you want me to review? I love to review product. I am like a kid in a candy store when it comes to makeup, and I would love to help you out with your shopping. So, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.